A job is one of the toughest in the world. Why would I say that? Because I too am a Fauji wife. A Fauji wife has to endure so much of separation. She has to do multitasking, she has to do single parenting. Yet, whenever you meet her, she has that juice. So, what makes her apart? You will know that in today's episode of How's the Juice. Hi, I'm Arthi Karthik, and today I have with me beautiful, multifaceted Gunjan Mehra. Hi Gunjan.
Hello, how do you do?
I'm good, and thank you so much for being a part of my show.
My pleasure.
Just to begin with, how has been the journey as a Fauji wife till now for you?
I think if one word sums it all up, it's, a learning experience. So it's been a beautiful learning experience through and through, right from day one to today. And it's all about how you adapt to different situations in life, and if you have the Josh, as you just said, there is no question of being triumphant, and coming out with flying colors.
So basically, I think for us it's a constant journey, and we keep discovering ourselves.
Absolutely, it's a journey of self-discovery.
So Gunjan, tell me, I know that after speaking to you that you had a love marriage.
Yes.
मुझे लगता है फौजी से इश्क करना बड़ा आसान होता है,
बहुत आसान,
निभाना बहुत मुश्किल होता है, and then you come to know the ground realities of life.
Absolutely.
So how has it been for you? What do you think about it?
There have been times, when you reflect on the past and you realize, oh my goodness, ये क्या कर दिया. But of course, there have been times that, in fact, most of the time, you're very proud to be a Fauji wife. And if you have the Josh, there is no dearth of opportunities that will come your way. And if you have the passion, there is nothing that can stop you.
Very well said, Gunjan. So tell me, how was it being welcomed as a new bride in the unit?
I was completely from the civilian background, and I knew nothing about the forge. So Parikshit, my husband, had told me that it is going to be a different life altogether, and I was a little scared, a little skeptical, but the warmth that one received after getting into the army was overwhelming, and it was like a new family welcoming you, right from everybody, from the junior most to the senior most. They all welcome you with so much warmth and affection.
तो मतलब मेस में खाना बनाया था किसी के लिए, या फिर साइकिल में वेलकम हुआ था, हस्बैंड ने रिक्शा चलाया था? How was it? I remember the day I landed in the unit. I was told कि पता नहीं तुम्हारा हस्बैंड किधर है, and then सब disappear हो गए, and I was thinking like, really, is this happening with me? What did happen to you? I mean, what happened with you? How was the experience? अभी भी याद तो आता होगा वो पहला दिन?
Oh yes, it is just as vivid as if it was yesterday. But हमारे साथ क्या हुआ था? All his seniors had come to receive us at the station, and of course Parikshit was asked to keep shut. They dressed up as his sahayak, and somebody was lifting up our all the suitcases and everything, baggages and everything else, and then they suddenly portrayed as if this is the wrong girl who has come to their unit, as if he had an affair with somebody, and it's the wrong girl that he has married.
वो नहीं है जो unit आई थी?
Something like that. So but I knew it all.
You were ready for
I was
all
ready.
of this, huh?
Yes. So all the dramebazi
happened.
Yes.
But then I think this is what makes what's so interesting.
Absolutely.
है ना? So tell us something about your family.
We are a family of 5, 2 kids, a husband and a dog. And of course in-laws are there, my parents are there who keep visiting us. And that's it. And
being from a civilian background, like you said, when you said कि मेरे तो शादी करनी है फौजी से, were your parents apprehensive कि are you serious about it, or were they supportive, or मनाना पड़ा था उन्हें बहुत?
नहीं, मनाना नहीं पड़ा, because a lot of my cousins are already in the army. So I think it is there in the family, but not the immediate family. मतलब cousins वगैरह हैं.
Okay.
But since we are just the 2 of us sisters, so my sister was already in the US from the very beginning. So it was me who was going to stay in India, and they had really hoped that I stay in India. So I think their prayers were answered in a way.
Where did you meet your husband?
Well, he happens to be my best friend's brother from college.
How wonderful.
Yeah.
तो मतलब he pursued you या फिर you were ready to be already flattered? How was it?
No, he was not in the army. And yes, I had a thing for the people from the army right from the beginning, but he was not in the army then. And he came to meet his sister once. Then subsequently he started coming to meet me.
Then a sister just happened.
Then
But
sister happened,
it was all about you.
Yes.
I feel, Gunjan, having been a Fauji wife, I feel that the transition of a Fauji officer's wife is, if I have to define it, it's like a metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly.
Butterfly, very true.
So, what do you think about that?
Absolutely. And the colors that we keep getting all through the journey, I mean, they add so much to your personality. That is what really makes you you.
It makes us, I think, unique.
Absolutely.
तो ऐसा होता है कि when a person is looking at us from outside, they generally say कि it's all glamour, parties, but they forget that there is so much more.
Absolutely.
There are so many more elements.
Yes.
So how do you deal with these separations and anxiety pangs that you get when the husband is posted in areas where कुछ भी हो सकता है. And how do you keep yourself strong, and how do you give that kind of support and strength to his parents and your child? How do you do that?
Yes, Arthi, I think that's such a relevant question because haven't we gone through it all? The Pulwama, all those things, I mean, all those incidences. And I think the only thing that really keeps you off the negative thoughts is when you are constructively involved with something. I think that is the reason these passions, when you have a passion to follow, or when you are already doing some work, that is what really helps you pull out of all those negative thoughts and keeps you on track, keeps you motivated to do what you are doing with a lot of passion.
That's very, very important, I think, for all of us, that we need to keep ourselves busy in
Absolutely.
something so that we don't keep thinking about
Absolutely.
those things which are obviously negative in nature. So I think, Gunjan, that our kids, there is no continuity for them. It's a very exciting thing कि हर 2 साल में school change हो रहा है, नए friends मिल रहे हैं. But then they're again sad कि हमारे actually friends ही नहीं है because every time they're changing. I'm sure that your kids have had this concern as well. So how do you address it to them?
We came here in the middle of, just before the lockdown. So, my daughter, who's in a very impressionable age now, it's very difficult for kids to make friends so fast. So, she till date doesn't have any new friends from here, and she has carried forward those friends from the last station.
Now,
yes, so they're online. But I think, it also helps them grow in a way. The circle becomes larger, the exposure becomes bigger, and I think it in one way or the other only helps them to grow.
There's also a positive side.
Yes, and I have led a similar childhood wherein my father was always changing stations. He was not in the army, but always on a move. So I have got friends from all over the world, and it's such a beautiful thing. You'll get to learn so much.
Wherever you go, you have a number to dial.
Yes.
That's so exciting.
Yes.
मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगता है फौज के बारे में. जहाँ जाओ एक नंबर है ज़रूर. जहाँ तुम डायल कर सकते हो, बात कर सकते हो. You can go and party there.
Absolutely.
Having had so many postings, what is that one place that you have very, very fond memories of, and why?
I think Tezpur is one posting that has been very close to my heart. Probably because kids were growing up, and I think that is the age wherein you have so many memories being created. And of course, for the natural beauty that Tezpur had, I still remember, I'm a runner, so I would run every day at 4 o'clock. 4 to 5 would be my run, and even while
the morning or evening?
Evenings.
Okay.
And even while my truck was getting loaded, I told my husband, Parikshit, तुम truck load करवा लो, मैं run करके आती हूँ, because that is the time when there were a lot of fireflies, and it looks as if the sun has already set in the east, and it looks as if you're running along the stars. And it's the most breathtaking view ever. Even today when I'm sad, I just remember that view, and suddenly my mood lightens up.
Wow. I have never been there, so but it sounds so
It
good.
does, yes.
So tell me, is Tezpur a shopper's paradise from any context?
No, I think that's the first thing that we research before going to a station. And believe you me, the moment Parikshit said we are going to Tezpur, my first instinct was, what do you get there? So I just found some jute stuff and all that.
Okay.
It's not a shopper's paradise at all. But I think people like us will find something or the other.
कुछ ना कुछ मिल ही जाता है हम लोगों को. Talking from shopping point of view, like I'm a compulsive shopper. What kind of a shopper are you?
Oh, compulsive.
Same pinch. तो कहाँ की शॉपिंग में बड़ा मजा आता है जहाँ पर where your husband got posted, which was it where you just couldn't stop yourself and
See,
was
you
that
know,
station?
unfortunately for us, so far all the stations that we've been in have been very, very small. So, you know, there was not much to shop around, and ever since we came to Delhi, it's been the lockdown. So, but yes, now that it's all opening up, I do intend exploring all the possible avenues in Delhi.
of shopping.
Yes.
Gunjan, you were mentioning that you've generally been, in small places. तो ये बहुत हैरानी की बात है क्योंकि सिर्फ हमें ही पता है कि कभी कभी तो इंटरनेट कनेक्शन दूर की बात है, फोन कनेक्शन और नेटवर्क भी नहीं आता है ना. एंड लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स what we think for ourselves कि हम फ्यूचर में ये सब कुछ करने वाले हैं, and then we suddenly see ourselves getting married to a Fauji, and then we think कि नहीं इंटरनेट तो है ही नहीं वो भी नहीं है तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, and then we push our career goals and then we think of alternatives. How was that phase for you?
Arthi, to tell you the truth, I was the topper of my university when I pursued my MBA, and everybody thought, you know, this girl will go somewhere and
अभी corporate honcho बनने वाली है.
corporate, हाँ. But that was not to be, because Parikshit warned me that if I join the corporate world right from day one, there will only be disappointment and separation. So, you know, we took a call. I said, I don't want that.
The weekend relationship would have started, na?
Yes, yes. So, you know, we had decided that I would probably become a teacher and then pursue teaching. So, because that's what all Fauji wives, most of them.
Alternate profession हम लोगों के लिए हमेशा होता है teaching.
Yes.
So you did B.Ed after that?
I tried to, but after doing my MBA, I had no guts of doing B.Ed at all, because that's a different level of, education altogether. And I had no intention of studying any further. बहुत हो गया था मेरे लिए. So I said, I decided that B.Ed was not going to be my cup of tea. After taking one, two jobs, I decided enough is enough and let me start something all for myself.
Wow, that's wonderful. So you started with a corporate job.
Yes.
Then I remember you telling me that you were also into jewelry designing. Then you were into content development, and then you also were teaching for some time, and then you are now dabbling into an absolutely different field.
Yes.
So how do you get so much of strength to try so many new things?
Oh, I don't know where I get the strength from. I think it's God's blessings. But maybe it has also to do with something with genetics, because I've always seen my mother up to something, creating something new, you know, all the while. And never say die attitude. So I think it must be because of the genetics.
So what is it that you enjoyed the most, or you still yet to discover that for yourself?
You know, Arthi, it's like asking who's your favorite child, asking a mother who's your favorite child, because all the jobs that I've done so far, everything, all the professions that I've followed so far have been so fulfilling, so immensely satisfying, that I really can't pick and choose. You know, be it working as a content writer, I got to research so much, understand so much, read so much, which was, again, I was extremely passionate about reading. So that took care of my reading, passion as a reading. Then jewelry, compulsive shopper के लिए तो jewelry होना ही है, you know, it's one of those things.
I have a lot of your jewelry.
You do? I'm so glad. So I started designing jewelry when I was in college.
Okay.
तो शादी की सारी jewelry मैंने design की थी. I remember Tanishq at a point in time accepting my designs and saying that we'll make it an exception and design this for you.
Wow.
So, you know, I was, and I would always wear my jewelry. And I've never seen my mom buy anything off the shelf and wear it. तो हमेशा वो सुनार के पास भी जाके,
चीज होती थी.
yes, सुनार के भी पास जाके कि नहीं ये ऐसे चाहिए and all that.
I mean, looking at you right now, so Gunjan, after the show, I'm going to order that neckpiece.
For sure.
From my end. I don't know if I can pull it off with so much of elan like you, but You are looking gorgeous in that dress, and
Thank
I
you.
so want that. So looking at you, you have beautiful expressions when you speak, and just some time back you told me that you're a dancer too. So what is it that you're not? You run, you're a dancer, you dabble with so many things. मतलब और क्या चीज़ है जो आप करना चाहते हो?
मैं आपकी तरह बोल नहीं पाती हूँ probably. There is so much that one would want to learn, that one would want to imbibe from others. And I think that's one good thing about the army. You get to meet so many people, so many different kinds of people everywhere.
Who have so many different kinds of passions.
Yes.
And I mean, looking at you, कौन बोलेगा कि एक जो फौजी वाइफ होती है वो अपना पैशन नहीं कैरी फॉरवर्ड कर सकती?
बिल्कुल कर सकती है. There is no two ways about it. And if you're determined, I know a lot of people will tell you this is not possible and that is not possible. अभी तो ये भूल ही जाओ. Never stop dreaming. That is what will keep you alive.
That's so true. So what's your husband's contribution in all of this? Like, I'm sure he's an extremely supportive man.
Yes, he is.
Because you are doing so many things that you desire to do. So where does his role come in for you?
I think if a man can just let a woman be, she is empowered enough, So he just lets me be and he lets me follow what I want to follow. Because every time he's back from a field posting, I am,
You're doing something else. You're
yeah,
doing something
I'm trying
new.
something else. And he gets the shocks of his life, every time he's back. So I think the very fact that he's taken it all in his stride and, he says, okay, if this is what you want to do, you should do it. I think that in itself is enough.
That's lovely. Whether or not you do it at the end is different.
Yes.
But at least that one sentence makes so much of difference.
Absolutely.
So, Gunjan, I would want you to just give a message to your husband through the show in How's the Juice today.
Only my husband or all the army
No, only your
husbands?
husband.
Okay. I think, Parikshit, you should continue to be the husband that you are, the caring husband, the motivating husband, and a fabulous, fabulous father that you have always been.
How cute. He would be so happy.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Talking about entrepreneur journey, we will certainly do that in the next episode, as Gunjan has perfect skincare products for you. What are they? She will tell you, and she will tell me as well in the next episode of How's the Josh. This is me, Arthi, saying keep the Josh on, and please like, comment and subscribe my channel. Thank you.